Well, as Annie dies, welcome back from our very short but long hiatus.
It's been a month, actually.
Has it? No, it hasn't.
Yes, it absolutely has.
Bullshit. Has it really?
Yeah. I mean, I can check, but
I don't think it's been.
I looked at it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, it's been like a month since we uploaded." We last uploaded on May 7th.
Wow. Yeah, we've been stupid busy.
Yes.
That was Mother's? Oh, no, it was before Mother's Day. That's right.
That was before Mother's Day, and that was an interview with your mom.
Yeah, it was just, we've been so busy since then. Like you with going up north, me going on my trip with work, and then just all the other bullshit that came along with it.
So let's count the things we had to do. So
we had to move Henry and Margaret.
We moved Henry and Margaret.
Hold on. We had Mother's Day.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go in order. Mother's Day,
and then we had to move Henry and Margaret.
Uh-huh.
And then we
had Memorial Weekend.
You were up north.
I was not here.
I was in Seattle.
Yep.
And
here we are now.
And then
last weekend?
Yeah, and then
we mulched last weekend.
Then we mulched. So
that sucked.
And we went out to eat with Austin and Jess. So we've just been kind of like catching back up.
We meant to make one last weekend, and then we just kind of forgot because we were tired. We had a long day on Saturday and Sunday.
That was so much mulch. My God.
I went home
15
early.
yards, dude. It's insane.
It's crazy.
And then my fucking leasing company decided it'd be a smart idea to take all my money, about $3,000 worth.
Recap of the week. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
That was crazy. They double charged Rob because instead of having a year lease, he's gone month to month since we're moving. And
they took out my old lease.
Yeah, they took out the old rent.
The new lease that I just signed with
them. The old rent, which was like $1,200, and then they took the new rent, which is like over $1,500, and they were like, hee hee, oopsies.
It's just ridiculous because they were treating it so fucking like, oh, I sent an email. I haven't heard back yet.
Yeah, and meanwhile, this was all on like
calling me
a Friday at like
I found out
lunchtime or something.
Yeah, I found out on Friday because my mom, because I pay my mom, I pay for her subscription services for some of the things, and I found out because she was like, "Can I take that money?" And I was like, "Yeah, go for it. I should have money in there." They just took out. I saw that I had my payment taken out of my account.
What the fuck?
And then she's like, "Oh, I guess I can't." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, it looks like you're really negative in your account." And I was like,
$900 negative.
I was like, "There's no way I had enough money in there. There's no way unless there was."
Crazy.
So I started freaking out. I was like, maybe there was like I had an extra charge or something didn't pull out the way it another bill didn't pull out on time. Mm-hmm. And nope, they just decided to take the old lease payment. The old lease payment and the new lease payment.
Okay, Wolverine.
I thought my phone was off. Yeah, Wolverine's revenge. But
yeah, that was
ridiculous,
wild,
dude. And they were so fucking blasé about it. They were just like, we sent emails. We'll call you when we hear something. And then fucking a whole. And it was like, then I had to deal with it the whole weekend. And we were doing mulch.
The frustrating thing too is that at the time you saw it, the charge was still pending. Like it hadn't actually pulled your money. So, I mean, from my standpoint, my understanding, the transaction could have been voided and canceled. Yeah. But instead, on Saturday, when we got to mulching, or maybe it was Saturday morning,
it was literally the next day.
You were like, "Oh, they pulled the money,"
and I disputed it with my bank.
Yeah, he was on the phone with the bank.
So ridiculous, and I'm so fucking happy. Like it just really cemented. I was already in the mindset of I'm glad we're moving and getting a house.
Yeah. After
but
this
now
whole
this
thing
really cemented it because I never want to deal with a fucking landlord like that again, ever. Because it was so maddening dealing with people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just office staff. And, I'm not, hating on them. Mm-hmm. But it's they didn't know how to handle it. And, you should know how to handle that.
Yeah.
That's, they were all everyone was trying to put the blame on me it was my fault, I didn't do something right, and I was like, idiots. I don't it just didn't make sense to me. I was like, I would have agreed with them if no money was taken out, right? But you took the old payment and the new payment, so I did the correct thing by updating the payment.
You updated it. You did nothing wrong here.
It's you fucking morons.
Yeah. So, but luckily your bank credited you. And you got your money back temporarily.
Well, yeah, I have. It's not temporary. I have it back now. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything's situated. And then it turned into an even bigger fiasco the next day after that, because I was trying to take off my bank account from the payment thing, where I had the auto pay, and you couldn't take off your information. You could only add information, which is just wild. Like, I started freaking out. I was like, "This is a scam!" Like,
Can I tell you something crazy? So, it's just about like bank fraudulent charges and stuff like that. So last year, my company unfortunately was a victim of a fraud check ring, where
Still
they
cool though.
stole, because we're a company that takes money from patients' insurance, the whole thing, and they stole money out of our mailbox. But that's on us because we literally just had like a regular neighborhood mailbox and not a lockbox. So fucking idiots for that one.
Yeah,
but
you definitely have a PO box for that or something.
It's just right outside our building, but we don't have any cameras, so which makes it even better.
Yeah.
So they were cashing the checks fraudulently, and they had opened accounts under names that were very similar to ours, and somehow they were still able to cash them at Huntington National Bank. So I will definitely know I'm not opening an account
Fuck
there.
You, Huntington.
But eventually, where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought. Oh, so a lot of patient payments got stolen.
Yeah.
And while it's like we're like the victim of losing the money, the patient is a true victim because they're the ones that had money pulled from their account.
Yeah, and they never. So they still didn't pay your like what they owed you guys.
And it was really difficult to voice that to somebody.
Yeah,
because you think sending a check in the mail would be secure, but it wasn't.
No.
And your money got stolen, and we really apologize, but you need to contact your bank and let them know that money was stolen because your balance still stands with us. Like, we would love to fix this for you, but we can't because you're the true victim and whatever. And some of the banks took forever. The people were like, "Oh, I need you to fill out an affidavit. I need you to do this. Whatever." And your bank was like, "Here you go." And I was like,
that's because
that was fast.
One, I was on it. I called them the day I found out.
Well, yeah.
And then two, it's a little bit different when, so like they probably had it pulled out and it was
maybe it's easier because it's
very close. No, it's not. It's through my bank. It was my bank account, not through a credit card.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, it was an electronic transaction. It wasn't like a check was cashed.
Yeah, but the problem,
so they could see it.
But the problem with why the bank was taking forever is because it's like it was very similar. Like, my money went to the place it was supposed to go to, but they took too much.
Yeah.
Like, so it was just a little bit easier probably to handle.
I get. Well, it was like an unauthorized charge on your account. Yes. Maybe it's something different than fraud, because if it's fraud, then they have to really investigate. All right, I take everything back. Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Because you got to think of it like this. Like, we could probably look into a bunch of different things right now online and find like 50 different scams that big companies have done that did exactly that.
Oh, yeah.
But where was I going with the rest of mine?
You're talking about your bank and charges, and they were really fast, and they gave you your money.
Yeah.
And
so
yeah.
Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
I know you pulled a me.
I did pull a you because Robert does this to me all the time.
You cut me off.
Cuts me off mid-sentence, and then I can't remember where I'm usually telling a story too.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't remember where I was.
I like if I see something shiny, dude, that's how it is.
That's how my whole family talks to each other. So it doesn't really irritate me, but sometimes if I really want to say it to you, I'll be like, wait, hold on. Let me get this out really quick, and then you can talk.
That works the best for me because like my brain,
you don't really know.
I just jump all over the place. Even right now, I'm losing my train of thought that I was trying to regain. I
had a neighbor. We're just gonna jump on this.
Yeah,
off of the bank.
We'll just move off of it.
I had a neighbor, and she was like a manager at an assisted living for housekeeping, and she so graciously gave me a part-time job there because I was struggling. I had a full-time job that was just not paying enough.
Bro, if you're broke, just say so.
I'm still broke. I was also broke during that job too. And she hated being interrupted. hated it.
Interrupt her all the time.
Dude, she would probably slit your throat. I love her. She's super awesome. She's very like mama bear type person.
Just don't cut her off.
Just don't interrupt her because her mind will be made up about you. First time you meet her and you cut her off, she's like, idiot. They're gonna suck.
I would just do it all the time.
And it's funny because she really didn't like her manager, her boss. And I don't know the history. She had been there for a long time, and so had this person, so I don't know what their relationship was. But I remember I had a couple interactions with this said person, and I was like, she's fine. But she interrupted a lot.
Yeah.
But that's, for me, I'm fine with that because, again, that's how my family and I talk. Mm-hmm. So when I was talking to her, I was like, it's a normal conversation. And she was like, God, doesn't it just irritate you when she talks to you like that? And I was like,
no.
Like what?
What are you talking about? When she talks to you like a normal person?
And yeah, I have a tendency to try and finish people's sentences. Mm-hmm. Which I try not to do, but I end up doing it anyway. Well, it works for you because you don't get pissed off.
I also stutter, so it helps a lot.
Same. But, yeah, she didn't like that. She would tell me. She'd be like, please don't interrupt me.
I feel like...
I feel
like that is not a typical thing. I feel like a lot... No. Interrupting is definitely a typical thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying I feel like people getting upset about it is not that typical. Because everyone interrupts. We're in the fucking internet age. Like everything's instant. So if you don't get your sentence out as fast as you can,
yeah,
the fucking conversation moves fast.
It's funny. I was actually talking about that with my therapist today.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm on this new diet plan, which we'll also talk about later.
Oh yes, the culty diet plan.
And I was telling her that, for me as a person, I don't really have a ton of hobbies because if I am not immediately... Hold on. You give me that look for our listeners. He's looking at me very confused.
You have so many hobbies.
Yeah, but I don't have like one thing, like one hobby that I'm super passionate about. Like Margaret really likes to knit and you really like to video game. And my mom really likes to read and sit in a corner and be cozy. She really likes to garden. That's a good hobby. I have many things that I do, but I don't have like a passion.
What's the ADHD, dog?
I know. So that's what we talked about. I was like, if I am not immediately good at something, I will lose interest.
Yeah, same.
So, and I told her, I was like, that's just a result of my generation, which is now.
Yeah.
Give it to me now. Because everything is at the palm of my hands. And I told her, I was like, 40 years ago and 50 years ago in the 70s, someone would be talking to you about something and you'd be like, oh, that's really interesting. And you'd go to like the fucking library and look it up. And now I can just be like, oh yeah, and pull it up on my phone. Like, I don't really have to put in a lot of effort, and it's right there.
Well, I think the reason that, like, our generation in of itself, it gets really, like, frustrated with things like that, because we grew up, like, the whole time we were growing up, everything got faster.
Yes.
Like, I agree. Like, as we aged, how fast things got to us, like, got quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. Yeah. So, like, we're used to things getting faster. So when things don't go fast, we get...
pushy.
We get a lot of anxiety about it, I think.
Start
freaking out.
I think we're like the most understanding generation out there because we grew up with the technology. We're like, yeah, sometimes it doesn't work, or yeah, whatever, but I feel like the older generations that are being grandfathered into new technology are very much like
my mom's generation.
My mom is like that too. She'll be like, why can't it just do this? And I'm we're just not there yet.
I've seen that's the best question right there. When someone goes, why doesn't this, I just wish this app would do this. And I was like, well, that's not what it was designed to do. That's not how it works.
I wish my remote would just
so go look for,
know what I'm thinking. Yeah. And I'm like, we are really not there yet.
Like that's my favorite one, when someone's like, I just wish this app would do this. I'm like, okay, well, that app doesn't do it. Go find the fucking one that will. Like, stop fucking complaining about it. There's 1.5 billion fucking apps out there. And if it does, you can't find one that does it. Well, guess what? Call somebody and make one. Like, fuck. I hate that. That's like one of the that's one of the one things that really gets on my nerves when people like, why doesn't it just do this? Because it wasn't designed to do that. It was not designed to do that. I'm sorry to burst that very like obvious bubble. Yeah. But clearly because it's not doing that thing, it's not going to do it. Mm-hmm. Like just because you have Spotify on your phone doesn't mean it'll cook you toast, okay? Like
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, we talked about that in therapy, just about how our generation's very now. But we'll get on to the culty diet plan.
So, explain your culty diet plan first.
So, I am a victim of a pyramid scheme.
Yes, you are. 100%.
And
you got to meet the people who were trying to jam it down your throat.
I wouldn't say, well, I'll get there. If they are listening, I've lost 8 pounds. So I have no like qualms about
it's a pyramid scheme that works.
Yes. That's why I'm still doing it. So I am not going to, release the name of the company, but
nor should you.
I started this weight loss diet where essentially you get connected with someone and they order you. Well, you talk about like your story and like why you want to lose weight and blah blah blah, and they order you food that is prepackaged. It's essentially like a keto diet. Yeah. So the one that I'm on is that I eat 5 fuelings, which are just snacks, a day, about 2 to 3 hours apart. And then you have 1 lean and green meal, which is just protein, like 5 to 7 ounces of a certain protein, and then 3 vegetables. And it works. I am now down 15 pounds. So I'm down 8 pounds because of this program and 15 down in total from when I started in April, just working out. So it
works.
I know. And I feel like I just paid like a shitload of money to just figure that part out, where it's like, oh.
But I feel like a lot of people do that. So I don't feel like you've been swindled.
No.
But at least now you know.
Right. And I feel I'm kind of in like this groove, like, oh, shit, this really is working. I don't feel like going off plan. Like I would feel like going off plan if it wasn't working. I'd be like, this isn't working. I got to find something else.
But at least you can figure out.
But I can keep going if I don't want to do this. Yes.
And then get it yourself. You don't have to pay them another $600 to get some fucking snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I can order some from Amazon, which I already did.
Yeah, exactly.
So some
ones that you might like a little more too.
Yeah, some of the snacks, I mean, they're low calorie, low carb, high protein, and some of them just taste like pure ass.
Yeah, I bet.
Chalk, that really hardcore sweet protein taste. It's not a fan. Not very good. And I was like, oh, okay, secret to this is that I just need something low calorie, low carb, and high protein. And I was able to find like 6 different food items. And I ordered them all in bulk. And I just replaced, and you're not on like, I need to eat this, and this. Like, you just get this assortment of food, and you could eat, you get like a ton of granola bars. Yeah. You could just eat all those if you wanted to. But you just get like an assortment of stuff. And I just got extra things for the things I didn't like.
That's probably like the best part about it is the fact that there's variety for you.
Yes.
When you're first starting out, so that's kind of nice.
And then the nice thing too is that if you want a second go, you can choose what you want in your kit.
Gotcha.
So if you really don't like something, you don't have to get it again and waste your money type of deal.
I guess that's not that bad of a deal, but like still, now that you know what to do, you can pick and choose the things you really want.
It definitely helped start my weight loss and figuring out that keto actually does work.
Yeah. Keto definitely works.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew keto worked, but I didn't know how well it worked until now.
The problem that I've heard about keto is that keto works and all that, but the minute you get off of it, that's the minute you gain all that weight back.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is that that's a forever diet.
Because a lot of it is water weight. So another part of this plan, is that I have to drink 64 ounces of water. And I'm part of this Facebook page for this plan. That's all the pyramid schemers like in one group. But she posted, one of the women in the group posted this really long post about like why it works, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. I can pull it up in a little bit, but it had to do with water.
The Kool-Aid.
And
you're drinking that Kool-Aid.
Yep. And
hard.
And if you consume over 100 grams of carbs, which surprisingly is very easy.
Oh yeah. Easily. That's like a bagel.
It's sour. I picked up a pack of Sour Patch Kids just to look, and it was 57 grams for just like the little packet.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Like when you say low carb diet, like just putting low carb stuff in you can find a lot of low carb stuff that like is good, but just like putting low carb things in your house will help you a lot. Unfortunately, I suck at that. Yeah. I've never read the back of a box ever besides cereal, and typically it's only like Count Chocula.
But Count Chocula is good.
I love the Monster Mash cereal shit, dude. It's awesome. Boo Berry's my shit.
Boo Berry.
I don't like the pink one though that much.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot. Where was I?
Pushing me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna tip.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna fall.
We're trying to get comfortable with our feet here. Carbs. Oh, so the whole point of keto is so that
now you know how it feels.
Sorry. The whole point of keto is so that you get into like this fat burn cycle.
Yeah.
So as soon as you consume over 100 grams of carbs and a lot of sugar, that's what your body's going to burn first, not your fat.
Gotcha.
So if you eat under 100, it'll burn through it really fast, and then it'll start to fat burn, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I had a similar thing start happening to me around midway through, right before I left working, doing the underground stuff. Mm-hmm. I lost a lot of weight really fast, and I think it's because I was doing something relatively similar.
Yeah, but it's just because you worked a really labor-intensive job, and you just probably came home and slept.
I just ate one meal a day for like months.
Yeah. I know that like intense keto, I think like Atkins diet is like you try to eat less than 20 grams of carbs. Yeah. And that will get you into like full-blown hell keto.
That sounds like it would suck.
I don't think it would suck, but it would be really hard.
Sitting there nibbling on kale.
Almonds. Yeah.
Yeah, just sucking the shells
just
off
like,
almonds.
That's me. Sucking the shells off of it.
Dude, we got to get those almonds that we had when we moved Henry. Those were so good.
Oh, the orange cream covered almonds at Costco.
Delicious.
Those are good.
Those are so good.
I'll find the post later. But anyway, so it's working. But now I need to get... So all in all, keto works. This diet plan is working for me, which is awesome. But now I got to get into this weird pyramid scheme part. So part of this program is that I have a coach who I met through one of my coworkers. And she's really awesome. She's supposed to check in with me once a week just to kind of keep me accountable and answer any questions I might have.
Gotcha.
There's nothing pushy about it. It's just, how are you doing? And if I have questions, she'll
Besides
answer
that
them.
phone call they pushed you on.
So I had told her that, this plan is expensive. I am single income. Rob and I don't live together. And I just don't really have the money to put away. I paid for this first with my savings. I don't want to do that again. So, I don't really have the money to
shell out
this.
Like, how much was it? Like $400?
Yeah. $375.
Like every month? Nah.
Yeah. For like a full kit.
That's ridiculous.
And I messaged her. I was like, hey, because I got this email that was like, because I ordered the stuff in the middle of May, but I didn't start until the end. Mm-hmm. And so I got this email that was like, hey, like, we need to know what you want to order, so because we're going to charge your card, or we'll just send you the same stuff again. And I was like, oh shit, I got to cancel this. So I canceled it, and I let her know. I was like, hey, just letting you know, I got this email, and I'm not really interested in doing this again because it's a little too expensive for me, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, oh, well, in true pyramid scheme form. I mean, I do believe her intentions are, she just,
pure.
Wants
pure.
me to be healthy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just not like that. I'm not really one to like push people. I'd be like, okay, if you ever want to come back, just let me know. But she was like, well, let me put, we kind of went back and forth, and she's like, well, let me put you on a call with my coach. And that was when, because like before I was like very suspicious about this being a pyramid scheme. And then when she was like, well, let me put you in connection with my coach, I was like, oh, now it makes sense.
Now there's another block on top of this pyramid.
Yes. So
the scheme is falling into place.
On this Zoom call.
The math is mathing.
With my coach and her coach. Yes, the math is mathing. And it was just 30 minutes, but it was 30 minutes that I just didn't really want to be there for.
That you'll never get back.
No. I felt very like, I almost felt guilty. Like.
That's how they get you.
I know. And I'm like, I know it's working. I know what to do. And because it's working, I'm going to keep doing it. Because if I don't do it, I'm going to panic and be like, oh my God, I'm going to get on my way back. So I don't really feel like I need to be part of this program anymore because now I know what to do. But she said two things that really bothered me. One of them was, one of them was kind of contradictory of the other. The first thing was that her intentions were, part of this company is we really want you to live a healthy lifestyle. We want to be here while you are on your weight loss journey, blah, blah, blah. Very supportive. But then towards the end of the call, she makes this comment and she goes, well, so, when you see a brownie on the counter, remember, do you want to eat the brownie or do you want to live, a healthy life? And I was like, the fuck?
I still don't understand that question. It's like, of course I understand that eating a brownie means that I could gain some weight. But secondary,
brownie?
Yeah, a brownie. I'm not eating a fucking tub of brownies, you fucking Neander.
Those little Meyer, little cupcake sized brownies? Those are so good.
I hate it.
But
you pyramid scheme.
I almost said, one brownie's not going to make me gain 20 pounds or 15 pounds back. What? So that in itself completely turned me off. Because I know,
as it should.
I think because I was also talking about this with my therapist today. I think the big problem for me is that I'm not easily swindled into stuff like this. Like, I know about my health. I know my body. I don't hate myself to pour money into this company.
Yeah.
I don't, I just want to make a better change. Like, I want to lose weight and be more active.
Yeah.
I started weight loss in April.
Yeah.
And then I started this basically at the beginning of June. I'm in my second week.
Yeah.
And I'm just not, I've made my decision, but that just solidified it for me. I was like, oh.
Take notes, lady.
So this is an eating disorder
say that again.
Supportive group.
They're like, it's okay if you throw up a couple times. It's all right.
Yeah. And
models
just
do it.
The brownie comment really screwed me up. And then the rest of the night, that was on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, the rest of the night, that's all I thought about was that whole Zoom meeting and how I just felt pressured. I was uncomfortable. I didn't want to be in it. I don't want to do this anymore. And I felt like I just was trapped in a sense. And I also felt like, part of the purpose, you want me to live a healthy lifestyle, but at the same time, you're making commission off of me.
Yeah.
And so the next morning, Wednesday morning, I woke up and I was just in a state of anxiety. And I was freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to think about food all the time. If I do eat something that's off plan, what's going to happen? And then later that day, it was somebody's birthday in the office.
Well, clearly, if you eat that brownie, you'll die.
Apparently so.
Yep, you're just gonna die.
I think we're making it a lot more dramatic than what she meant, but it's fun. So
no, if you eat the brownie, you're gonna expand.
Yeah.
And you're gonna expand to a point where you explode, and then your whole life will be covered in the brownie you ate. Like
Harry's aunt in Prisoner.
Whatever that one.
Goblet of Fire?
Whatever that Harry Potter movie.
I think it was Prisoner of Azkaban. The one he blew her up and she floated away.
Dobby did that.
No, sorry, Dobby did that.
Wasn't Harry? He got blamed for it.
Harry did get blamed for it.
He had to live. He had to live in a small room underneath that
attic, and then he finally got a room that was locked.
It was a staircase, not an attic.
No, but then eventually he finally got a room.
He did eventually get a room. You're right.
Sorry, I didn't mean an attic. But anyways.
But how dare you? How dare you blame the boy who lives?
I'm so sorry. I suck. I've seen those movies so many times.
Bro, we're never going to Harry Potter trivia. At least, or we will, but you will not be on my team.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I've watched those movies and read the books so many times, but I probably wouldn't know anything. Probably know jack shit. But anyways, that later that day in the office, it was somebody's birthday, and apparently she was sent like a bunt cake, the nothing but bunt cake.
Oh yeah, bunt cakes are good.
Very good.
So good.
And they had some left over, and they were like, "Oh, we have some left over if you want a slice." And I was like, "You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna have a little slice." And I just had a nice sliver.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a piece.
Yeah.
It was a sliver of cake, and it tasted
delicious.
Good.
It was delicious, wasn't it?
It was what I've been craving, which is normal. But I was like, oh, and that just kind of like set me up. I was like, oh, I don't need anything after this. Like, this was enough. This is what I wanted. And guess what? I lost a pound the next day. Yeah. I woke up the next morning and I was down another pound. And I was like, oh, okay.
Everything is in moderation.
So
that's all. That's the whole. It's like the basis of life. Is just do everything in moderation.
Yes. And I also talked about that with my therapist today, because she asked me. She was like, "Well, if you have kids, how would you approach the subject of food with them? Like, how would you, in a sense, teach them, I guess, how to feed themselves?" And I was like, I'm never going to shy them away from anything they want to eat. The most important thing is portion control and eating things in moderation. You don't need a Wendy's 4 for $4 and need to eat all 4 things.
No.
That, to me, is crazy. Because I didn't grow up like that. My mom was like, you can either have one or the other. And I thank her for that. Because, like, I was with someone in a drive-thru one time, and they got a sandwich and, like, a 10-piece chicken nugget and ate both of them with, like, a large pop and, like, fries. And I was like,
baller moves, dude.
How did you do that?
Baller fucking move right there.
Fucking we balls, what they said.
That's fucking kind of hot, actually.
It wasn't for me at the time.
Dude, I'm just saying. Like, I grew up, the person who probably had the biggest impact on, like, my eating abilities is my dad.
I was going to say probably your dad.
And it's the completely contrast here, because, like, it's completely different. Like, my dad was like, you want a burger? You want pizza? You want a burger and a pizza? You want a Slurpee? You want chips? You want that candy bar? Here you go. All of it. All the fucking time.
That's so cute.
Like, I learned later on to, like, not eat everything.
Yeah.
But
well, that was just your own sense.
But yeah, well, I mean, like, I've always, like, the minute I feel full, I've always stopped.
Yes, and that was the big thing too.
I just don't eat things that are very healthy.
No, and not everybody in the world does, and I didn't, and I still wouldn't. I love my spicy nacho Doritos.
They're delicious.
And my Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
And
I actually had Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today.
And what's your consensus?
I still dislike it.
Damn.
It was very salty.
You know what?
It's how much salt.
It depends on the location.
Everything is salty.
Yes, it's very salty there.
It's stupid salty.
Like, I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to chug water because my mouth.
Yeah,
like, I need water.
I drank like 5 water bottles after that.
Yeah, it's salty.
Fucking
salty as hell.
I had plain, like, boneless chicken wings. And I was like, okay, that'll be fine. It won't be as salty, whatever. Blah 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 blah. And I'm eating them, and I took my first bite, and I was like, holy shit. I can taste the fucking salt. It's like I feel like I have a mouthful of salt right now. That's my only, like, I like Buffalo Wild Wings, but that I hate that.
Yes.
And, like,
I get it.
Every time, like, even if you eat a burger there, you taste, like, I could taste the, like, you put so much salt on everything.
The thing that sometimes Buffalo Wild Wings is really good and it hits different, and it's just one of those places where it's a hit or miss. Like, it'll either be really good and everything you ever wanted, or it'll just be like kind of eh.
It's not that the food is bad. It's just that every time that, like, until you get to your third chicken or third bite of your burger, it's salt. Like, you can taste the salt.
I love salt.
It's like going to the to a Chinese restaurant and, like, you're eating and you're like, I can kind of taste the MSG.
Yeah.
Like you're like, Although you could never taste the MSG, but like you know it's there. It's just a thought. But maybe I'm just crazy too.
So good. You heard that TikTok sound?
No.
No, you need to. Bro, you have to. I'll pull it up.
I don't want to hear that.
So good. Oh no, I have to find it now.
But
are we running out of time?
No, we still have time.
Oh, okay.
I was just checking.
Where was I going?
We need to get it up on like the wall. We need to have a thing so I don't have to lean over. And
like a giant clock.
We'll get this figured out one day. As of right now, I don't have time to put a lot of thought into planning this.
Okay, I found it. Now I'm gonna play it out loud.
Jeez, is it that bad?
It's like a kid chef.
Oh, can I see the free play?
Oh God, it's so good.
Pause it.
So good. So good and tasty.
So good and tasty. What the fuck is that?
I can't.
It's so good and tasty. I'm gonna say that after every meal you make me from now on.
This is just my favorite part. Hold on.
Oh my god. Makes me uncomfortable hearing just that. Don't like that. That is awful. It is fun to do.
Funny.
To be fair, though, it is fun to make that noise. Fucking dude just enjoys food way too much.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Like that's just somebody who enjoys food, man.
Yeah, dude.
And like good. Honestly, every time I've eaten something,
Holy
it's
crap.
always felt like a chore. Like if I didn't have to eat for the rest of like if I were to rub a lamp and a genie popped out and he said you have 3 wishes, one of my wishes is I never want to eat again. Because it's just such a fucking chore.
Yeah, it is. Oh, but
I would
anyways.
like to drink things still though, because I still I would never want to be hungry again. Ooh. I guess is what I should say. Because when I get hungry, you get hangry. I definitely get hangry, but it turns into a chore, and I fucking hate it.
I get it. But anyways, we were talking about portion control and moderation, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, it's just a matter of like
I was just waiting.
You made like direct eye contact. I can't.
Oh shit!
I don't think I can do the podcast anymore. No, I'm like giddy. I'm so tired. I hope y'all are laughing out there too.
Jesus. This is I had a dream. It's a dream thing all over again.
Don't even. We're switching on to something new. Rob and I were in the car and Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift was playing. And she says, I have this dream. And Rob goes, I had this dream. It was a dream. It made me laugh so hard. And I was driving.
Still don't understand. It was not a good joke.
It was just really funny in the moment. Man, you're going to only get me to laugh.
Can I have a sippy?
Yeah, it's just a Diet Coke.
I want a sippy. Can I have a sippy?
I can't do it anymore.
What did he say? I'm stuck on the mms.
So good.
I can't wait to do it now.
I can't. I'm like crying. I'm also sweating. So good.
Okay, it's funny.
I changed
my mind. This is funny.
It is. Just Google
God,
so.
I have a hole in my lip. I immediately spilled it on myself.
Just go on YouTube and search so good, and it will come up, and it's
so
this
good.
dude that's a little heavy set, and he's wearing an apron and a chef's hat, and it looks like it was filmed in the 80s or 90s.
What are
it's
the
really
views
good.
on that?
I don't know.
It should definitely be like, oh, I'm double micing it. Double mics. Oh, it got out.
It's 8 million views.
Oh, nice. Worth
it. And that's a 10-second video right there.
It's going in the chat tonight for sure.
Holy crap.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, but I'm part of a culty pyramid scheme, and
I have terrible landlords.
yeah,
Cannot wait to get rid of them.
me too. I can't wait to just
Thank
move in.
God it didn't have to turn violent is all I can say. Because I was
gonna go in there and just scream them.
Well, it was already
stab them.
no. I was already like in the hole. I was like fully ready to get real deep into that negative. Like I was gonna lose so much money doing this.
Attorney,
Just to prove a point.
well, you did the right thing to dispute it with the bank.
Yeah.
So. And if
I just think
Yeah.
I just have residual anger because I didn't get to really yell at a person. I think I
Yeah.
just wanted to yell at a person.
I feel like a lot of the times, like your personality and in the moment, your anger is very reactive. It's very like you
It's
stupid,
never true.
dumb fucking idiot. You know, blah 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 blah. And but
Call
then like
people
when
Nazis
yep.
or the Gazpacho.
What did you say to that?
No, the Gestapo.
What did you say about that lady
Gazpacho.
after we left Kroger? You're like, I hope that your husband has
I
a
said-
greasy mustache, or I don't know, something like
I said
his
I hope-
greasy mustache.
I said, I hope you go home and you find your husband's fucking your sister.
Oh yeah.
All because she was just kind of.
Yeah, she was just kind of
like,
cunty.
She was just kind of being a cunt.
You were so mad.
Dude, she was.
And that was like a couple
just-
months into us dating. And I was like, what the fuck? It's a little lot.
Well, it just wasn't fair that she was taking it out on us.
I know.
She deserved it. No, she didn't deserve it.
She
but.
didn't deserve it. But that's what I mean. So it's like in the moment you're very reactive with your anger, and then later you're like,
I don't like holding it in.
When I see you talk to this person, you're like, I'm gonna say something, and then you say something, but you say it in like the most like non-confrontational way, unless it gets ugly. Like if they start to push back, then you're like, here I go.
I go
full blown.
Well, my favorite thing to do is I never get personal until the other person does.
Yeah, there you go. You're very much
then I'm like, oh, so it's on. Okay.
So you jump off a cliff, I'm jumping with you, type of deal. Like you're gonna do that to me, I'm gonna do it right back.
Yeah, because I do a mix of like what's it called, passive aggressive with killing with kindness type of thing. And that's what I like to do. Because like
Same.
it's like a double-edged sword in a way because it's faster. It's faster than doing just one of those ways. Yeah. And people get very upset
For sure.
And then I just win the argument.
Yeah, you do.
I don't do that to you.
No, you don't. Well, we have very civil discussions.
We just can't agree on paint.
Wow, you brought that up again. Huh?
Yeah. Forever.
We laugh about it now. I don't think we were arguing, but we were in a very, well, maybe we were.
It was a debate.
We were in a
100%
very like
debate.
hardcore debate about what color we were going to paint the inside of the house. And Rob was like, gray. And I was like, I don't want beige. I was like, I kind of want a cream color. And you were like, I don't want cream. No, I didn't say fucking beige.
She's editing herself.
Yeah, when you edit this podcast, just replace me saying cream with beige.
This is the final draft, not the first. Maybe I will. Every time you say cream, I'll go and cut it out.
Just cut it out and say
Just be like,
beige.
beige.
Input.
Beige.
But I was assuming that the gray you were talking about was like the light, like gross modern farmhouse gray.
I could not explain the type of gray that I like.
But
it's not like, it's definitely not the gray that me and you were like that you were thinking.
Yes.
And I kept saying that. I was like, it's not the gray you're thinking.
And eventually I was like,
it.
I just need to see it so I know what you're talking about.
And then you did.
And then I did, and it was cream. That's literally that was.
Doesn't look cream to me. Because like
doesn't,
so like my apartment is cream in my mind. Because it's not actually white.
I think it's more of like an eggshell white.
It has
like warm undertones.
I just hate it.
It's okay. It's all right to hate it. I don't like it either. Because I don't like my apartment. My apartment's white.
You equated gray to looking like a prison, and like that.
I did.
Yeah. Oh. That cream, whatever color, the white eggshell cream, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. That makes it feel like fucking prison. Insane asylum. To me.
That's. I have.
I've always grown up. I've grew up in apartments, and this is what it looked like. And I'm fucking tired of it.
We plan on making it very colorful.
Tired of it. I want to live
cozy.
I want my house to feel like Dr. Seuss on the inside, and on the outside look like Addams Family Home. This is what I want.
Black, dark blue. I really like dark blue.
If you allowed me to paint the whole house black,
probably not.
Dope.
But we would definitely be warm in the winter.
Everything black would be sick as fuck. Love
black
it.
asphalt driveway.
Just everything.
Spray paint the grass black.
Everything's black.
Wednesday Addams just posted out in the front. Just chilling.
I would just 100%. Well, I don't need the Wednesday Adam things, but I would just 100% do black. Oh, I would love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be down for a black house, things, but I like dark blue and I like dark green. I think a dark green house would be very pretty with like brown cheddars.
Have you been to Mom's house? Have you been there? I don't like the dark blue.
Your mom's house is dark blue.
Yeah, there's brown and dark blue. It's two-toned. Oh my! I painted it. I would know.
On the inside or outside?
Inside.
Oh yeah, on the inside I don't like that.
I don't like the dark blue.
I don't like the dark blue either. But on the outside, it would look nice.
I told her that.
Maybe.
I believe I told her that. It doesn't look bad. I'm not saying it's awful.
It just makes the room look a lot
smaller.
Talk to me
about this. But it's not my favorite.
Valid.
Also, it was just a little too dark for the type of house that it was.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah. That's okay. The house is big.
I also don't like two-toned. I'm not a big fan of two-tone. I do
like a accent wall. Is what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not a big fan. I do like everything to be one color. Yeah. But that's because I'm just a simpleton.
You're just a little solid color dude.
I just every time I see solid color houses, I just go, so good.
So good. I can't wait to listen to this
is a new
later.
bit. I like it. I forgot our other bit. Oh no, our other bit's gonna be. What is it? It's
Maybe it'll be a clicker.
Oh, what's his name? It's not McDougal.
Huh?
It's not McDougal.
This is Doubtfire?
No. In the Mummy. Brendan Fraser's name. The Mummy. Do you not remember?
No, give me a second.
He's like, hey.
Oh, Benny,
and then what?
O'Connell.
Hey, O'Connell. Looks like I got all the horses. Hey, Benny. Looks like I'm on the right side of
No, he says, looks like you're on the wrong side of the river.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Benny looks around and he's like, shit, he's right.
I'm very excited to be across from a body of water with you at some point in time. It's going to be so much fun.
Maybe there will be a pond at Sam's wedding.
For 3 minutes. For 2 minutes? A minute and 50 seconds. I will have the most fun.
Maybe when we get married, one of our wedding photos can be of us standing across and yelling at each other from a pond. And then when we open our wedding album later, we can be like, this was funny.
We'll just video it.
That'd too.
Be fun.
We'll get a videographer.
So since you brought up the wedding, vows, totally putting the paint thing in there.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
You and me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally putting the paint thing in there.
I don't know what I feel like
I'm gonna equate everything to beige.
I love your beige dress and the beige everything everybody's wearing.
Everything is beige.
And I'm gonna roll my eyes so hard.
Everyone on your side.
It's cream.
Everyone on your side will be wearing beige, and everyone.
My
on my
mom
side
will be like,
gray.
"What the fuck is he talking about?" That's funny.
And I'll be like, "Listen here, Annie's mom.
You know exactly. Something.
You know exactly.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna interrupt you so you lose your train of thought.
That'd actually be really funny.
Be like, "Oh God, what was he saying?" Everybody's staring at you.
You know, I know that I finally got the pants ready for Sam's wedding, and it's gonna be fun. and I'm excited for her to get married.
I'm so excited. I just like weddings. I barely know Sam. I've only met her twice.
I don't. So like what I'm excited for is that I get to hang out with a bunch of people.
Yeah, dude, her cousins are awesome.
My cousins.
Sorry.
As well.
Your cousins as well.
I claim them. Because they're awesome.
You're right. That's okay. Yeah.
And we'll probably bring this up here with us too when we go.
It's a great idea.
Because I think what we should do.
Wedding party cast.
Probably won't do a car cast because it's going to be a fucking long drive. But I do want to do a car cast at some point.
We could probably do a car cast.
I just feel like it won't be that fun because I'll have to drive and we won't have mic stands. So it's a whole kerfuffle. Maybe
we can like.
That doesn't make me go so good. I don't like it. I'm already gonna veto it.
I was gonna say maybe we could stop like on the side of the road and get some lunch, and then we can sit in the car and have a mukbang car cast.
Maybe. Maybe we'll think about it.
Okay. Or we can do wedding cast.
Yeah, probably that.
With everybody around, that would be funny.
It'd be fun.
But yes, I just like weddings. Like, I don't really care whose wedding it is. I just like to go because I like to dance, and there's free food, and there's usually people there that I enjoy. Yeah. And when the YMCA comes on, it's just lit.
It's go time.
It's fucking lit, dude.
I fucking lose my mind when the
Freebird,
YMCA comes on.
I don't know because on her website it asked us to request a song, and I don't remember what one we did, and it was something funny, and I don't remember what song it was.
Oh shit, I don't either.
We're gonna be surprised.
Oh fuck, I totally forgot to.
What did you do?
So I meant to send it. No, nothing like that. I got a text message from Joe. We had to choose like food items and shit. And I totally forgot to send you that link so you could do your eyes.
Oh, I don't care.
I totally forgot.
I will make my choices while we're there.
I completely forgot to send it to you because it was like his parents were picking stuff up. It was like for them. I totally forgot.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna leave me to starve?
No.
Because I'm the pickiest eater alive?
No.
On keto? Even?
And on keto? and
that will still be in full effect at this
diet? You do this to me? That doesn't make me so good.
Tasty.
I can't believe you do this on the day of your sister's wedding.
I didn't do this.
I didn't do this. I didn't do fucking shit.
We're just loaded today. This was a really good podcast.
This one was fun. We were in silly, goofy moods.
We are in silly, goofy moods, and it's been a month, so we had a lot of shit to talk about.
We do plan. So we're gonna wrap it up just as an FYI to you. Yeah. Since you're just so fucking all over the place, and because you have to rush out of here today. Actually, you got a double footectomy today. You're losing both your feet.
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta take them off. Remember? You said, I don't like walking no more.
What?
Yeah.
When the fuck did I say that?
Earlier. You said, I don't want feet no more.
Oh.
So I scheduled an appointment.
Time believing I said that.
Yeah, I scheduled an appointment.
Who's going to do it?
Rick. Rick does everything.
Like Rick and Morty Rick?
Nope. No. God, no.
Just going to show up.
I don't make Rick and Morty references. I do watch the show, though. So we will be continuing. I mean, we'll be a little bit busy next week, so it might be out a little bit later, but we are getting back to normal, and we are going to be doing this more and more. And then when we move into the house, we'll be incorporating video, and it'll be more of like a media podcast. We'll be talking more.
Can't wait.
About other subjects other than us in our days, but we've just been so busy to even kind of formulate plans lately, and it's been kind of a bummer. And Henry's been busy. He's going to get more involved soon.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh yeah, dude, his thing came out. We're going to look at that after this.
I did see that.
Yeah. And I don't want to say anything about it until he tells me we can. I'd rather have him on the podcast when we do.
Yeah.
But that's it for this one. It'll be out probably either later tonight or tomorrow. And
thanks for listening. I hope you laughed, and I hope the rest of your night is
so good. Okay, bye.
Bye.